Greetings everybody, it's Beatle Dave, your friendly neighbourhood record collector, calling to you from Derbyshire in the United Kingdom. Now, EMI or Apple, in their wisdom, have actually issued a box set to celebrate the 60th anniversary of the release of the Please Please Me LP. Yes, that's right, they have released a box set to celebrate the release of the Please Please Me LP, the 60th anniversary. Oh no, hang on a minute, they haven't, have they? No, you know, they've missed out a trick here, haven't they? Universal Music and Apple. So this is what I think could have been in a box set, or would have made an ideal box set. I don't expect you to agree with all the choices in this, but I think this would have actually made quite a decent little box set. A couple of things might not, be in your box set if you did it, but they're doing all these box sets. Why haven't they done a box set for Please Please Me? The debut album by the world's biggest band ever. Right, so in this box set, this mythical Please Please Me box set, first of all you get a reissue or a remaster of the Please Please Me album in stereo. So, Giles Martin and his mate would have slightly remixed it. Apart from that, would be identical to this. And of course, with it being the all-important 60th anniversary, it would have to be on the gold and black Parlophone label. Do you agree with that one? I think most of you would agree that that would be in it. I still think actually that the Beatles camp, or Apple, or whatever you want to call them, have really took their eye off the ball. They should have done something to celebrate the release of this album. So if you've got the stereo, then obviously you want a copy of the mono. So like the Revolver box set, I think the mono one should be the original analog masters, and in the original sleeve and everything. Okay, but this one's not in brilliant condition, but this is my original copy from 1963. So again, it is on the all-important black and gold Parlophone label. So that would be in keeping with the recent Revolver box set, yeah? So you'd have a remaster of the stereo, and then you'd have an original analog master of the mono. And they'd be on the all-important black and gold labels to celebrate the 60th anniversary. So far, so good, yeah? You'd sort of expect them in there, wouldn't you? As a bonus, you could also have this LP in with it, which was released in America, which was basically the first ever Beatles album released in America, introducing the Beatles, which is basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah, which is 12 songs off the Please Please Me LP. So on this one you get I Saw Her Standing There, Misery, Anna, Chains, Boys, Ask Me Why, Please Please Me, Baby It's You, Do You Want to Know a Secret, A Taste of Honey, There's a Place, Twist and Shout. So the only songs that aren't on this is Love Me Do and P.S. I Love You. Again, this is actually an original from America. This is worth quite a few pounds, to be honest. But wouldn't that be nice to have in a box set as well? And the way you can tell the fakes from the originals is where it says introducing the Beatles, that the Beatles is always above the spindle hole, but some of the fakes do have it there as well, but not many. And you can just feel the quality of the record, that it's it's a very thick record, heavyweight record. So that's the first 3 albums in it, isn't it? So you've got the mono Please Please Me, the stereo Please Please Me, you've got basically the American version of the Please Please Me LP, which didn't come out on Capitol till 1965, I think. And this beat Meet the Beatles by, I think it was 2 weeks, so this was actually America's first Beatles album. So them three, really, really good. So what about bonus tracks? Because we all like bonus tracks, don't we? Again, this could be a double album, but I've got two single albums. The first one is the Beatles 1958 to 1962. So you've got quite a few songs on there. You've got Love Me Do, single version with Ringo Starr, 4th of September 1962. How Do You Do It? You know, that was going to be the single after Love Me Do. Please Please Me, without harmonica. You've got Love Me Do with Andy White. So, you know, there's some good takes on this. P.S. I Love You, single version. Ask Me Why, November 62. Please Please Me, November 62. I Saw Her Standing There, a live recording from Hamburg. Lend Me Your Comb, again, Hamburg. That'll Be the Day. Liverpool 1958, so that one probably doesn't fit on this. In Spite of Danger, well, we all know that one, again, doesn't really fit on this. You've got Cain with Stuart Sutcliffe, that's from Liverpool in 1960, so it sort of fits with this, doesn't it? Ain't She Sweet, Hamburg, with when the Beatles were basically Tony Sheridan's backing band, although that does have a vocal by John Lennon. Fantastic song, actually. The One After 909, recorded in Liverpool, 1962. See, if you want bonus tracks, these are really good bonus tracks. Cats Walk, Liverpool, 1962. I think they were recorded in the Cavern. I'm not 100% sure. Besame Mucho with Pete Best, 6th of June, 1962. Again, see, it's an outtake, isn't it, really? And then Love Me Do with Pete Best on drums from June 1962. So that are some fantastic tracks there that would make a nice addition to this Please Please Me box set. And if you want some more outtakes, how about this one? The Beatles, 30 Weeks in 1963. Now, not all of these were recorded during the Please Please Me sessions. Abbey Road sessions, February the 11th. Well, these are all for the Please Please Me LP. So you've got I Saw Her Standing There, There's a Place, Do You Want to Know Secret, and Taste of Honey and Misery. And then you've got Abbey Road sessions from March the 3rd, 1963, which were for the From Me to You single, which was recorded just after this album just before this album came out, wasn't it? So you've got From Me to You, Thank You Girl, and One After 909, which are all unreleased versions. Then you've got a couple of live songs here. You've got Baby It's You from the Paris Theatre on June the 1st, 1963. Love Me Do from the Ardeen Hall on July the 10th, 1963. That's about it, to be honest. The rest of them are really from with the Beatles. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. And there's also a version of I'll Be On My Way on here from the 4th of April 1963. So that could be, so that'd be 10. So that would actually make a single album, wouldn't it? So you'd have a few unreleased songs, a few alternative versions, and a couple of live versions there. And then as a bonus, we could have the 12-inch version of the Love Me Do single. So side 1 is Love Me Do and P.S. I Love You, and then side 2 is the original version of Love Me Do. Again, this will be on Parlophone, and this is actually quite nice because it's on the red Parlophone label. And then instead of having a book, I mean, we could have a book, or we could have something like this. The Beatles 2023 calendar. Just for a change, something different to a book. The books are lovely, and you might read them once or twice maybe, but then are you ever going to read them again? This probably would be better having a book with it, don't get me wrong, as well as this. Just, you know, not a great big thick book, just an average book telling you the recording dates and things like that, and then have that as like an additional bonus. So what do you think? Do you think Apple and the Beatles camp should have done a box set for probably the most famous debut album in the world, if you think about it, because the Beatles became the biggest band in the world? So I do think Apple and the Beatles camp have missed a trick by not honouring this 60th anniversary. This is just a little bit of fun, by the way. Don't take it too serious. This box set does not exist. It's just one that I think if EMI, well, it's not even EMI anymore, is it? If Apple and the surviving Beatles, or the estates of the Beatles, or, you know, the Beatles camp would have got their heads together, they could have done something like this. Maybe not have had everything in it what I've put in it, but, you know, definitely a stereo remix of the Please Please Me LP and a original analog master of the mono LP, some sort of sessions LP, maybe the Beatles introducing the Beatles American version, just to like show the differences between Please Please Me and introducing the Beatles. And I do think this 12-inch single would work. The only downside with having a 12-inch single is if it's vinyl, it's okay, but if this was on a CD box set, then people moan, don't they, that why only have 4 tracks, or in this case 3 tracks on a full size CD. So yeah, I think EMI, I'm not going to keep saying EMI, I think the Beatles and Apple have really missed a trick with this. Not saying it would have had to be exactly the same as this, but you know, something like this would have been, you know, a nice way to celebrate, you know, one of the most important albums in history, really, if you think about it. Because, you know, if that album would have flopped, you know, this album, Please Please Me, would have flopped, then the Beatles probably would have only had one more chance at making an album, in all honesty. Especially the way EMI were at the time. You know, I think they used to sign them to a yearly contract, didn't they, as a new band, you know. So yes, I do think Apple in this case, you have, you know, took your eye off the ball, and you should have done something to celebrate this album, especially in the UK, well, in the world, to be honest, because you know, like I say, without this LP, the Beatles would never have ever had the chance to record with the Beatles and probably I Want to Hold Your Hand and things like that. Well, they might have, but like I say, if this would have been a really big flop, you know, would the Beatles have had the career that they had? And I don't think they would have done. So come on, Apple, get your act together. Like I say, just a little bit of fun this, don't take it too serious, but you know, I think it would have been nice to celebrate this classic album in some way, and Apple haven't have they, you know. So, you know, come on, give the fans what they want. Yes, we you know, I'm looking forward to this so-called Rubber Soul box set that's supposed to be coming out later this year, but why not wait till 2025? So it would be to a proper anniversary. You've missed a proper anniversary, haven't you, with this one? Anyway, that's it. It sounds like I'm moaning. I'm not moaning. I'm just saying. I'm just stating, you know, a fact. They should have celebrated the 60th anniversary. That's all. Nothing more. Nothing less. Don't take me too serious. These are just my ideas for what could have been in a box set. You could have had the number ones EP in it as well. You know, but you know, I'm just a fan, aren't I, and a collector. I don't know anything. But I am really disappointed that Apple didn't do anything to celebrate the 60th anniversary of this classic masterpiece. Anyway, thank you to all my new subscribers, by the way, and thank you to everyone that subscribes, you know, full stop. You know, you are the beat in Beatle Dave. Without you, this channel wouldn't exist. Like I say, this one's just a little bit of fun, because I didn't think I was going to be able to make you a video, did I? But luckily I've got a couple of hours free, so I thought I'd just do this one. You know, mainly just for a little bit of entertainment. So I hope you've liked this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, leave me a thumbs up, because that helps with the YouTube aneurysms and all that malarkey. If you're not subscribed, just think about subscribing, because it is free, it doesn't cost you anything, and you get to see wonderful albums like this on this channel. We do other albums as well. You know, 99% of it is the Beatles, but sometimes you do things on other artists as well. So, as I've said, I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much if you've made it to the end of this video. Although, to be honest, this isn't very long for one of my videos, he says. As always, love one another. Take care of yourselves. Love your records, cherish your records. From time to time you do have to clean your records, but above all play them, because that's what they're there for, to be played. And you know, this is a fantastic album. I will be playing this later on tonight. You know, and basically this was the birth of the Beatles' legacy. So peace, love and happiness to you all. Stay safe. Thank you to everybody that is subscribing, leaving me likes and leaving me comments. I'm sorry I haven't had a chance to answer some of your comments this week, but it's been really hectic in my life and at work and things like that. So I have put a thumbs up or a heart to most of them, and I've tried to answer a few of them as well, but you know, I do apologise that I haven't had time to answer them all yet. So until the next time, it's Beatle Dave wishing you all love and happiness, and stay safe, and remember, Beatle Dave loves you all. So until the next time, ta-ra, me ducks.